Welcome, Leo. This is going to be a May energy card reading. We're going to get you some things that are upcoming here in the 3D, the physical world for you, as well as the energies surrounding it, and most importantly, Spirit's advice on how best to work with those situations and energies. My name is Kat. This is my channel, Vibrational You. I do card readings, I do guided meditations, spiritual chit chats, and some podcast type stuff. That sounds like it's up your alley and you feel called to, go ahead and like and subscribe for me. I appreciate you always and would love to have you as part of the collective. Let's get you some base energy here, please, for the month of May for Leo, my friends, please. We have number 34, Commit to Happiness. I love this card. You can see that the multicolored, the rainbow goddess is walking through the field. She has all of her chakras open and flowing energy out behind her with the butterflies, the transformational butterflies. You can also see that she has all of her animal friends leading the way. So her energy is in alignment. Animals feel comfortable and called to her. And the Commit to Happiness card is a beautiful one. It says that happiness is a choice that we make. Coming up with that, you have the number 10 card. It says Control. Interesting, Leo. This is not a card that I see come up very often. Let's get it focused. And you've got this young woman here who is an eagle, where she's got an eagle spirit with her. And eagles usually represent the high ground, or taking a higher viewpoint of things, seeing things from the perspective of source energy. Interesting. Control. Yeah, I'm getting the sense of, we're going to get some more cards with it, but I'm getting the sense of taking control, or maybe releasing control, because you have the number 8 card, Flow. And this card is usually about just letting things flow. There it goes. Letting the energy flow, following the flow of thought, following our intuitions. This is interesting, because that almost feels a little bit like contradictory energy there. But maybe it's not. Honestly, being a conscious creator, creating the reality, the highest timeline, the one that you personally want and foresee for yourself, is about taking control. Not just allowing things in your experience to throw you off your happiness, but getting into the flow with source energy. Let's get some more on top of it. Okay. You have the number 7 card, the Lover, Aphrodite, passion, and abundance. It is safe to surrender to the good feelings. I love that. You can see the butterflies all coming out from her heart space, her heart chakra there, and pulling at her hair and tugging her. It says to follow the happy feelings, surrender to the good feelings, go with the flow over here. Aphrodite, passion and abundance. We have got number 23, the Mind, inspiration, mood, and cycle. Give to the mind and it gives back. I love that too. This card is all about fueling your creativity with the things that inspire you, whatever that might be. So whether it's reading a good book, watching stuff that makes you curious or inspired, listening to music. Mine is music a lot. Gosh. But But it could also be listening to some meditations. And number 18, the red rose, overcoming obstacles, finding joy, and being carefree. It says, don't worry, darling, you'll find your way. I like this card a lot too. You can see the rose in it is coming up through the crack in the pavement and blossoming. So it says that a rose can blossom in any environment. It can come straight up through the pavement sometimes. So overcoming obstacles is like the rose overcoming the pavement. This is asking you to find some carefree moments, some joyful activities, and get inspired. It's a good, solid base energy for me, Leo. I like it a lot. It's full-on permission to just get happy, get inspired, follow the joy, and get in the flow. We're going to get you some tarot on top of it. And this is going to be the so below portion of the reading. So some of the stuff that's going on in the 3D, in the physical here for the month of May for my friends Leo. What do we got, please? We've got the Seven of Pentacles coming up. And that's on top of this passion, abundance, Aphrodite card, the Lovers. So maybe we have been patiently cultivating something here, waiting for something to bloom, tending to the garden ourselves. Sorry, children. And yeah, the Alchemist coming out with that. So that's going to be the Magician in this deck. So it looks like we have been cultivating a manifestation, cultivating something that we're really wanting along those lines. It says, give in to the good feelings. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So these cards coming out here, you have the World, which is going to be cycles beginning and ending. You've got the Three of Swords coming out with that. So that's going to be some heartache or hurt or trauma. You have got the Six of Swords coming out from that, which is moving on to calmer shores, moving on to something that is better for you, better suited, that is more of a reciprocal energy match, moving on to a new cycle, and the Hanged Man coming out with that. So it feels like what we're doing here in the 3D is a change of perspective on things that have taken place and transpired, and we're ready to move on. We're ready to gain a new perspective gained, and that's over the top of this Mind card that says inspiration, mood, and cycle. So it looks like this is the end of a cycle. We're moving away from, literally walking away from this cycle of heartache that we've been exposed to previously. It was a previous cycle for us, but we have gained a new perspective on that situation, and we are ready to walk away, walk into our manifestation, walk into something else here. Beautiful. You should pat yourself on the back, Leo, if this is your story. Gaining a new perspective and moving on, starting a new cycle. That's the good stuff. Temperance coming up on overcoming obstacles, finding joy, carefree. So we've got the Temperance card coming up. So this is going to be the need to alchemize something, the need to sorry, we're going to see what we're getting off of it. We've got the Five of Swords coming up with that, and The Six of Pentacles coming up with that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I kind of got this like no, message incoming. Wait a second. So what we're needing to be more temperate about over here. So we've got the Five of Swords and Temperance coming out together, right? And the Five of Swords is going to be like a victory at all cost mentality. It's a little bit of a ruthless mentality. So it feels like we're sort of tempering this a little bit with something that's a little bit more balanced. The Six of Pentacles coming out with that is reciprocation, generosity. It's a little bit more of a balanced card. So it looks like maybe previously we had a little bit of a ruthless streak there, Leo. But we've come out of this situation with a completely different perspective on things, and it's helping to temper that into something a little bit more reciprocal, a little bit more balanced approach. Which is good, because all of the base energy is really asking you to get into your happy place, to follow your joy, your inspiration, and to get into the flow of things. And the Five of Swords is a little bit, it's efforting a little too much. It's like a fight. Yeah. Three of Cups. So there's a celebration to be had here. Spirit is celebrating for you. And I knew I had that energy popping up over here when it was like celebrate yourself or be proud of yourself, because it feels like overcoming this change of perspective was a big hurdle. It was a big cycle coming to an end. And now we are working on putting the pieces together, manifesting something that's much better for ourselves, much more balanced. Much more temperate and much more balanced, and Spirit wants you to know that they're proud of you. This is a celebration. This is sometimes about getting together with friends and literally celebrating, and that could be what you're doing right now for May, Leo. But I got a strong energy of like your guides and Spirit is celebrating for you. They're really proud of you and as far as you've come and everything. They said, cheers. We're going to get you some of the underlying energies with this situation and get you some advice for it moving forward. So this is going to be the as above section of the spread. For Leo, please, what can you let them know energy-wise for the rest of May? You have the number 20 card. It says, the gifted guide, stars, chaos, and opportunity. You don't need to have it all figured out. I love this. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck because I just, the little magic, well, for one thing, the little magic mushroom is so stinking cute, but also this card comes in to let you know, this is your guides letting you know that you don't need to have it all figured out because they have it all figured out. Things may feel like a little bit chaotic or like unclear, haphazard is the word that I'm feeling like, but there's an opportunity in it. Sometimes chaos looks messy, but it's actually a part of the journey. It's a part of the process. And this is your guides letting you know that don't worry, they know the way through the chaos. We have got number 37, truth, honor, impress, integrity. That which is true will always be enough. Beautiful. This card asks you to get in touch with what it is that's actually in your heart, that's really the truth for you. And letting you know that the truth of self is more than enough. Having the integrity of self will always be enough. I love it. You don't need to be anything other than your genuine, authentic self for all of your life and your manifestations to come through. And we have number 12, spirit of the tree, nature, priestess, inner peace. It says, if you're in need of a lesson, there is wisdom in the trees. I love this. This is also a very grounding card. So sometimes getting out in nature, literally getting in touch with wherever you can go to get in touch with your natural surroundings. But also this card can be getting in touch with your roots, like the root of yourself, finding an inner peace, getting grounded. And we'll get you some tarot on top of it and see if we can get some clarification for Leo, please. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, okay. So, we've got the Hanged Man again. Changing the perspective on something. And the Three of Swords. Oops. And the Star coming out this time. So yeah, this time they actually said healing happening. Oops. So this change of perspective is very healing. And opening up a pathway for you to shine and be the star. I heard the spotlight's on you. You've got the Hierophant coming up on top of this Truth card. Okay, thank you. And the Seven of Pentacles coming up again. I feel like maybe, because this is coming up on that truth and honor and integrity that says the truth will always be enough. And I'm wondering here, Leo, if we have been very patient with something that the Hierophant is, it can mean a lot of things. It can, sometimes it represents marriage. Sometimes it represents a spiritual authority. Oftentimes it represents an institution or institutional thinking, a traditional route or a traditional way of doing things. And I wonder if this combination of cards is that saying that we've been really patient with something that is the traditional route or the traditional way of thinking. And it's coming up on top of this card that says truth and integrity. So maybe the truth is that whatever the institution is, whatever the traditional way of thinking is not your truth. Maybe the patience and the cultivation that we've tried to have with that is really just smothering our own truth inside. Because there's a connection over here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Alchemist on top of this card that says it's okay to surrender to that which feels good. Surrender to the good feelings. We've got the Eight of Cups coming up as well. So it's possible that there's something that feels as though it's been holding us back, Leo, that is just, it's a institution or a thought process, a traditional way of doing things that just no longer serves us. It doesn't feel like our truth. So it's time to break free from that. We've got the Queen of Pentacles coming up on top of this Spirit of the Tree. I love to see that. The Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign card, and she is the Queen of Abundance and resourcefulness. And oftentimes the Queen of Fertility or cultivation. So that could be literal for you, Leo, but It's also an earth card and a very grounding card on top of this Spirit of the Tree card. So I feel like Spirit is asking you to get grounded and dig in and find... Why does it feel like find the resources within, like find your inner resources? You've got the Three of Pentacles coming up over here with that. So I feel like it's... you already have the resources that you need. The Three of Pentacles is about showing off your work, showing off what you've accomplished to others, gaining the recognition for the things that you've been through, or the things that you've cultivated, the things that you've done. It can also be a card of collaboration, so finding other like-minded people to work with and share with. And the Queen of Wands coming up with that. And the Queen of Wands is definitely a standout and independent. Not afraid to be different, not afraid to be herself. To let her own intuition be her guide. And she does, the Queen of Wands turns her face towards the sun. You can see that she's got a sunflower there, and just like the sunflower turns its face towards the sun, the Queen of Wands does that too, like that commit to happiness card that you have right here. Stand in your own power. Whatever your truth is, embrace it. Don't be afraid to be different. You have the Lovers coming out. So I feel like it's a choice. I feel like overall this spread is letting you know that happiness is a choice. We choose our thoughts. We choose to surrender to the good feelings, to have a more carefree and open attitude. And when we do, we go with the flow. We don't control our destiny, we control our own energy, and that attracts for us. We're just going to get you a closing message here from Spirit. This is just a little deck of inspirational sayings and things, so let's see what they have to say. This says, don't force things to happen when you want them to happen. Let things unfold when you and the world are ready for them. Be patient. Absolutely. The cards don't lie. We don't make it up. Absolutely don't. We're learning to be more temperate here, Leo. Not to force things to happen, but to go with the flow. I love it. It's a whole change of perspective on things that says surrender to the happiness and go with the flow in order to have blessings and a new beginning flow in for you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages and for working with us. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Leo, for being here. I appreciate you so much. Have an excellent May, and we will see you later. Bye.